And he just kind of looks at me and he's like, I don't think you should read that book while you're here. And in my mind, I'm like, yes, it's about this place. So, all right, who wants a funny story real quick? So, when I went to ISS selection in 2010, I was not 100% sure what unit I was trying out for. So, I had heard that the book Killer Elite, which I think at the time was the only book that was supposedly about ISA, I took that with me to selection, right? And in the first week of selection, I'm not going to tell you much about selection, but I will tell you the first week of the 5 weeks that you're there, 5 to 6 weeks that you're there, is like orientation where you take a PT test, and most of the days you're getting interviews, like you're getting polygraphed and you're getting interviewed by CI personnel. And I took the book because I knew, that we might have some downtime at the beginning reading time. So I took the book Killer Elite with me because I wanted to know about the organization I was supposedly joining. Mind you, I wasn't 100% sure that I was joining ISA. I went in for one of my interviews and I sit down with a CI guy and he starts asking me, he's like, so, he starts asking me some questions and stuff. And he's like, so, you a big reader? And I go, oh, yeah, I like to read. He's like, what are you reading right now? And I was like, I got a couple books. He's like, well, what books are they? And I'm like, The Mission of Men and Me, this other book. And he's like, what's this other book? And I'm like, homeboy ran his mouth, right? And I was like, and I was honest with him. I was like, well, supposedly it's about this unit. And he goes, do you think that's a good idea that you're reading while you're here? And I was like, is it? Is it bad that I'm reading while here? Because I'm trying to get out of it. It's like, are you confirming that this book is about this unit? Am I actually joining this unit? Because like I said, I wasn't 100% sure. And he just kind of looks at me and he's like, I don't think you should read that book while you're here. And in my mind, I'm like, yes, it's about this place. Fucking gold, right? And mind you, I was like halfway through this book. And I was like, yeah. I was like, well, I did respond with, I was like, well, wouldn't you want to know as much literature about the unit that you were supposedly joining? And he stares at me blankly again, kind of nods his head. He goes, yeah, you should read that book while you're here. All right. So I read the second half of that book. And then when I was done, I threw the book down and I was like, this is BS, because there was nothing in this book that had anything to do with selection or anything like that. Yes, long story short, yes, Killer Elite is about ISA. Unfortunately, it had nothing about selection, which I was at selection while I was reading it. So, yeah, that's my fun.